What's up, guys? In today's video I want to get a few things done, but the main thing that we're going to be playing with is the fitment. So if you guys look at the rear, the fitment isn't bad, but it's a bit sunken in. I want to get the fitment to pop out a little bit more. So I don't know exactly what size it is, but I have a pretty small spacer on the rear, and then I have a pretty small spacer in the front. The front isn't too bad. However, I would like it to pop a little bit more. So right here I have my old spacers that I used to run. I'm not sure exactly what size they are. They're a little smaller than an inch, but they are definitely bigger than what I have on the rear and on the front. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the car aired up, jacked off. What did I even say? We're gonna get the car jacked off? Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm so dead. We're gonna get the car jacked up, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull the shut up. We're gonna go ahead and get the wheel pulled off and that spacer, and then we're gonna go ahead and slap one of these on. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna take it. I kind of just want to play with it. and oh shit, are you using your jack? Okay, so yeah, I don't know how far it is we're gonna take it yet. I just want to get it on, see where they sit with on the rear and on the front. So let's go ahead and get her aired up, and we'll go from there. Comment down below if you guys can agree that this is the most annoying sound in the world right here. One of the most annoying sounds. You guys annoyed yet? Some new ones. Okay. Alright, so that's the size that I'm pretty much running right there. Let me go ahead and grab these ones and do a comparison. So, as you can see, not big of a difference, but quite a bit at the same time. So we're gonna pull this off and slap this bad boy on, and we'll see where it's at. I think the goal though is obviously I want it to look a bit more aggressive. I do know in the future I do want to go flares, guys, metal flares welded on everything. If I can rock a spacer somewhat big enough to get these to do that, cool. We'll put a temporary spacer on for now. If 1.5 inches is the biggest I'll go on a spacer, and that'll be temporary just so we can do flares. I already am planning on buying wheels, real wheels, so in the future, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about that, getting them rebuilt and whatnot. But for right now, that's the biggest spacer I have other than a 2-inch, but I will never run a 2-inch again. I've done that before and the car shakes way too much. So we're gonna throw that on, see how it looks, and like I said, 1.5 inches is the biggest I will go. But let's just go ahead and slap this on, and I'm gonna get that removed quickly, and then I'll just show you guys with that one already on. All right, so it's a little hard to see in person or through camera, but okay, and okay. Oh, that's a pretty big difference actually. That looks nice. So this tire right here, guys, is the same size as the front, which is a, I don't remember, fuck is it at? A 215/40/18. It's the same exact, just different brand. This does not stretch really at all, and then this one stretches beautifully, as you can see. So in the rear, I am going to be getting that tire, so it'll stretch more when the time comes to where we figure out exactly what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead now and air it out slowly and see what happens. All right, just right there, quite a bit of clearance still. This is how it's looking. Looks good. Right here, we're pretty much already tucked in, so we're looking good. Let's keep it going. Does look better. Maybe with camber adjustment too. All right, guys. So I was a little confused, but I figured it out. So real quick, it does look actually a lot better. It pops more out. So real quick, so what happened was, let me just show you. I'll show you guys. So this is the before when aired out. You can see how like that much of the wheel shows, and it cuts off right there because it tucks in so much. And then you come here, more of the wheel shows. It's popped out more. I thought it was gonna pop out a lot more, but I was confused because what happened was, so these spacers were in the fronts. The front spacers are an inch. Those were here. That's why they popped out so much. That's why I bought those. Had I known these would fit so well, I wouldn't have bought those. So I was gonna put these in the front, but there's no need because those are an inch. So with those, it's gonna be sunken in more. To get these to pop out even more to where I would have to maybe flare my fender, I would have to get probably 1.5 inches. An inch even would pop out more and look way cleaner, but 1.5 inches would make it look way more aggressive. I might do it. I don't know yet. You guys can comment down below. This is the fitment. Still, there's quite some fitment in there. There's clearance. You can see how close that is right there. So, oh, it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the wheel off now, torque the spacer down, and then I'm gonna repeat the other side. I'm just gonna put these on because those are pretty tiny. So this does look a lot better. Ooh, that's coming off. That's fine. I need to pull this off to color match the rear. So we'll pull that off today as well. But anyways, so for the fronts, I'm probably gonna end up getting 1.5 inch spacer. So we're gonna hold off on flares for now with these wheels because it's not gonna work. And then when the time comes that I'm satisfied with how the car's looking, we'll sell these and we'll end up buying real wheels through Grouper and pretty much rebuild them. And this thing will have flares in the future. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you guys do that because you're not gonna wanna miss it. The things that I have planned for this car is unreal. This is just the beginning. So, yeah, that actually, I'm super satisfied with that. Like if you look at it, I don't know, it doesn't show very well through the camera, but it definitely does pop out more. Look at that. Okay, so it does pop out more. And then you come to the other side. And it looks so sunken in. And then again right there, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat the other side. We're gonna get this one knocked out as well. And then also the alignment still needs to be done. So, yeah. So again, okay, fitment there. Okay, and fitment here. It looks way more aggressive. I'm happy with that. Okay guys, so here's the difference. This is the rear and this is the front. So not big of a difference. So we're gonna go ahead and slap this on the rear. Also, we badly need an alignment. We are bald right here, just right here. So new tires in the front. I don't think the other one is like that though. Because I know my toe, oh, I can't even see, is very off. Let me see. Yeah, it is actually. Fuck. Yeah, I need an alignment. My toe is off so bad. That's more of toe, not camber, because I don't ride that low. So anyways, let's go ahead and put the wheel back on with no spacer for now. Slap the big one on the rear and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, so we had to put the front spacers back on, or the rear spacers on the front, just because it was hitting the caliper. So we'll see how bad the fitment is with these spacers, and if I can get that to work, we'll just keep it, and then I'll just order the new fronts. But this is the rear, fully aired up. She sticks out quite a bit, so alright, let's see. I already know for sure it's gonna hit here, so this will all have to be hammered in and right here, and then I already know some around the arch as well, but let's go ahead and see how it is. Ooh, baby, that is tight. Let's go ahead and drop the front. So the front is already starting to get pretty tucked. So that's the front now. And then the rear is hella tight. Oh boy. I don't know, man, it might work. Let's keep going. You're not dropped yet. I just heard a rub. Yeah, and it's right here. Let me see. Everything else is pretty close. I'm gonna air it back up and see if the lip got scratched or not. So it did scratch it just a little. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna air the car out because it's on the tire right now, but it looks like it could fit, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna air the car up, jack it up, and I'm gonna hammer real quickly this and this, and then maybe a little bit in here as well, and then try it again. I'm gonna do that off camera so I can finish it quickly. And then if it works, we're just gonna keep it and then either order an 1.5 inch spacer or another inch spacer for the front. But watch, let me show you right here. Pretty much already tucking. And this, yeah, that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna look good. Guys, so I ended up using the Thor's hammer and hammered it out. So this is flat now. This section right here is actually fairly difficult, so if I need to in the future, I'll definitely cut that. I hammered a little bit more here, and then I got cardboard because it almost clears. I think if the stretch tire was on, it definitely would clear. However, it still does rub the lip a tiny bit, just a little bit. So that's what that is for, just to maybe help pull it just a little bit. If it'll work, I don't really know, but we're gonna find out right now, guys. Yeah, so it's completely aired out right now. That's too funny. Yeah, we're completely aired out, so I'm so curious as to how it looks though. Damn, it's a little hard to tell with the cardboard there, obviously, but it looks good. So let's go ahead and air it back up and pull the cardboard out, see if that does anything. There it is, guys. It's officially aired out with a 1 inch spacer on, and looks good. I like it. I wish I can get them to come out even more, but this is nice. I kind of honestly want to just take the grinder and cut off that inner little piece. It wouldn't even take long at all, because if you look at the fitment, let me see, it is butt cheeks tight, like tight. So if I were to cut that little skin piece off, just from literally like here to like here, just that much, it would tuck beautifully, and I could probably even to get it to come out even more. So should we do it, guys? Yay or nay? I kind of want to do it though. Cool. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, guys, is jack it back up. I can't wait to see how it looks finished with the rear bumper and everything with that fitment and the front. Ooh, baby. So I'm gonna jack it up, get the wheel back off, torque down the spacer, because it's not even torqued down right now, grind, and then move on to the other side, grind that, and then yeah, and then pretty much we'll be done here with fitment. And then I'll pick up the camera just once I'm done with all of that. I'll kind of film maybe in between, just because it's nothing really too exciting. So I'm gonna pick up the camera in between shots or what I'm working on, and we'll go from there. So I've done a lot of custom shit, but this was scary. I didn't film any of this because I don't even know. I got terrified, but we got it cut. And really all that needed to be cut was about this much from there to there, and this is what got cut out. Basically, we just cut on this line pretty much for the most part. And let me try to show you. I don't know how well you can see, but it cleared up a lot, and then I ended up hammering it as well, and then sanded it so it's I could for the most part run my finger in there and it's smooth. So I think we should be good. I'm gonna probably continue to hammer. No, actually no, it should be good. I think we're square. I'll probably, I don't know, maybe try to hammer it a little bit more, but right now I'm gonna get these torqued. I'm gonna show Shane what he thinks, and then maybe hammer it just a little bit more, and then we should be good. All right, guys. So my camera is at 7%. So I just finished torquing everything down. I'm gonna try to air the car out right now, show you guys where it's at, and then I'm gonna head home, charge my camera, and we'll pick up on everything else, and I'll show you the final look of the car when we're at home. Apologize, but I forgot to charge the camera. It just works that way sometimes. So, see you guys in a little bit. Good, good. Nice. Nice, okay. There it is. So the front will end up getting the spacers. I'll probably order those today, but it doesn't look bad at all actually where that even sits. Just to show you, it's still, I could barely fit a finger, so we'll get that looking really good. I'll order the spacers, but there it is, guys. Once that front spacers are dialed in as well, it's gonna look so good, but the rear wheels stick out so much more. I love it. This one looks nice. It's probably the alignment, but that one looks hella tight. Let me see. Actually, it's the same. It looks so good. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and hose her down. Not gonna do a full detailed wash, but just hose it. Get all this nasty rain dirt. So good. Yeah, she looks good. I like it. I like the fitment a lot. Honestly, I think I want to bring it out more, to be honest with you guys. It's a lot better. Maybe like a ½ an inch more, I think it would look on point. But comment down below. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like I said, it does look a lot better in person than through camera. Camera doesn't really give it too much justice, but I want to go a little bit bigger, so I'm going to see if there's anything a little bit bigger than an inch, but not an inch and a half though. Inch and a half definitely would bring it, you know, out quite a bit. But so I want to bring it out a little bit more than this, and this is tight. This is tight. It's like almost touching the rim, almost. So the next step, if I go any bigger, it's gonna be to flare these out a little bit. So if there's anybody in the OC area who's down to do that for me, comment down below, let me know, or DM me on my Instagram. I'll put it right here on the screen. And then for the front, I'm gonna order an inch because that's what was in the rear, or that's what was in the front. Sorry, I'm confusing myself with all these sizes, but I had an inch in the front and it looked good, so I think I'll probably go inch and like a oh man, I don't know, because I can fit my finger in there now. I should have done measurements before, but I'll probably go an inch and a quarter or something up front, maybe. I don't quite know yet. I'm gonna see what's out there. I'm gonna play around with some measurements and whatnot, and then we'll kind of just go from there. I came up with a game plan though. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is the rear does not look bad. I do want it to come out more, but I'm not exactly sure what size it is I need quite yet. So the fronts though, those did have an inch, and they were still tucked in a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is actually getting an inch and a quarter for the fronts. And then when those come in, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rears off and then put the inch and a quarter on the rears and see how that looks. See if that gives me the look that I'm going for. If it does, I'll order another set eventually. If it doesn't, then we'll look for the next size. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by ordering an inch and a quarter for the fronts, and then we'll rock those with, you know, the rear how it is, and then or we'll test it to the inch and a quarter back here. And then before I officially pull the plug on buying spacers, I need to get new tires to stretch it. That way we're not rubbing or anything at all like that. And then basically all we got to do is make sure, you know, we clear the actual wheel itself. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm probably going to pull the trigger tonight for the inch and a quarter on the fronts. And then, yeah, when those come in, of course, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll test one on there and whatnot. But for right now, this does not look bad at all. What the hell is that? So yeah, this does not look bad at all, but I want it out more. I want to flare the fenders just a tad, just to give it more of an aggressive look. That way, once the whole rear end is back on, the 326 wing will, I feel, look a little bit more appropriate with more of an aggressive fitment. So comment down below, you guys can let me know what you think. But for right now, I'm happy with how the rear looks, but we are going to be tweaking it some more. So stay tuned for it, guys. So I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the homie RB25_R32. Make sure to go give him a follow, guys. Check out his beautiful R32 that he has. This thing is just badass. Oh, it's so sick. And we have potential plans to possibly be taking a trip out to Chicago where he will give me a ride. Not only that, but be letting me drive the R32. Oh my God, guys, that would be so amazing. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to go follow him, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and stay tuned for it, because I honestly do think it will end up happening eventually. Also, guys, I want to give one more shout out to the homie Raphael MM89. He supports the channel, so I want to go ahead and throw some support his way. So please do me the favor, guys, and make sure and go and follow him as well. So that's going to go ahead and conclude this video. I hope to catch you all in the next one, and until next time, as always, peace out.